pick up the blitz. Flag is thrown. There's your first down and a lot more for Demaryius Thomas. Swing and a shot by Freeman. Deep into the night. Back-to-back homers for the Braves. Blake Griffin will turn. Shoot a three from the wind. Bounce. They go. He got it. He cuts the big land. They go.
All right. Good evening. It's Tuesday. You know what that means. It's time for the number one sports podcast in the world. Time for sports for you. Live on YouTube. I'm John. That's Mark.
Yep.
Nick Freeze be here later on. My man Cody's in the house with Ballers and Briefs on a Tuesday. And we're live on your TV screens on YouTube and X. So hit that subscribe button for Sports for You and Townhouse, the Culture Clash, and Ballers and Briefs. Lots to talk about today in the sports world. NFL, NBA, college, and even the WNBA one. Let's just start there because it's on the screen right now. So if you're watching on Peacock right now, the Rockets are hosting the New York Knicks, but there's a bigger story that's going on in Cody's neck of the woods of Houston, Texas. And
the greatest WNBA team of all time was coming back.
It's these ladies right here. The dynasty is returning. You heard the news. The Houston Rockets owner Tillman Fertitta is buying the Connecticut Sun, and next year we'll move them to Houston and revive the first dynasty of the WNBA in the Houston Comets. So they'll play their last season in Connecticut this year, and then next year they're heading to H-Town to revive one of the greatest franchise, arguably the greatest franchise in WNBA history. And the first 4 years, they went four straight WNBA championships. They were a living dynasty from Cynthia Cooper, Cheryl Swoops, Tina Thompson, RP Kim Perrott. And they, man,
that's a good feeling for if you're a WNBA fan.
If you are old school, if you're WNBA fan, you're an old school WNBA fan. Yeah. Oh, be quiet.
One of the only two teams in WNBA history to be undefeated in the finals.
Yeah, I mean, and we all remember the infamous, obviously them and the New York Liberty going back and forth in the finals.
I was about to say the New York Knicks, but they probably would have beat them too.
I mean, I'll be the first Houston team to do it in the finals. And we all know the Liberty, that infamous Teresa Witherspoon half court heave, but the Comets would only win 4 titles. But this is just good news. I'm happy for this. Shout out to the Fertittas for bringing this dynasty back home where it belongs. So
this is crazy that we don't have to. The Comets weren't like a team that was moved. We just dissolved. Like the team was gone. So at least we don't have to go fight anybody to get the history back. It's just turn the switch back on. To
me, that was one of the ugliest moments in the WNBA history. I was like, how the heck did we not have the first dynasty of the WNBA has been just pretty much
18 years, man. 18 years. I mean, there's kids that are probably watching the WNBA now, kids that are getting ready to go play in the WNBA that never even got to see the Comets play. You know what I mean? So this is we may suck. I mean, Connecticut Sun are not the greatest team, so we're going to get their team, but I'm looking forward to maybe seeing Miss Juju end up on Comets. So that'd be clutch as shit. That would put so many butts in seats in at least in Houston for a little bit. So
that would so stink if you're the Sparks. You do all this being bad all these years, and then Juju ends up becoming reviving one of the greatest franchises in the league's history.
Man, we've seen love in basketball. Juju end up with the Sparks, man.
Yeah, dang right.
Sorry, Cody.
Wait a minute.
Probably. I'm not. I don't disagree, but
are you saying that means Jaden Daniels is going to end up with the Rams?
The Chargers? Oh, yeah. Could be the Rams.
No, go to Rams. No, you don't need to go to the Chargers. You don't need that. You don't need that bad energy in your life. But yeah, that is the big news of the day, that the Houston Comets are coming back to the WNBA. Oh man, 2027. There it is. They will be back in the W. So congratulations to the city of Houston and all the WNBA fans in H-Town. But let's talk on a serious story. There's a couple serious stories we want to talk about. I'm going to get one out the way that obviously is involving one of the greats. And it's about this guy. Eldrick Tiger Woods. I don't know where you were on Friday, but the news broke that Tiger Woods was in a car accident this past Friday on his way home in Jupiter, Florida. And
that hair is crazy.
You look at both of his mugshots. They are clearly a cry for help. His car was flipped over, and we was like, man, please don't let it be another. It's like another one, please, come on, be all right. And just to find out, he was arrested for suspicion of DUI. He wouldn't take a breathalyzer.
He did take the breathalyzer. He passed it.
What was it? He didn't want to take test. He didn't want to take give a urine sample.
Yeah.
Okay? And obviously now he did get out of jail. So someone said, "This is my father." Oh, wow. Sorry to talk about your dad. You know what I'm saying? But this is just sad. And me and Mark talked about this on Friday. We was out at Cosm watching the Sweet 16, and I'm like, man, get a driver. I'm sorry. Just get a driver.
Yep. As simple as that. You got enough money, you can get a driver.
I don't know what that is, but that's not staying.
What is that?
I don't know what the heck. They saw my house is. Okay, bye.
All right.
Okay. But this get a driver. Get a driver, please. Get a driver.
I just don't. I have no words for the shit. I knew I had it. As soon as I had heard that he had a wreck, I was like, please, like, it makes no sense for this man to not have this. Like, there's no excuse. Like, literally no excuse for this shit. Kind of the same thing I said about, I'll throw this shit back to when I said the same thing months ago to Adrian Peterson.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, there's no excuse for this shit. And what's funny is I saw Adrian Peterson on a flight like 2 months later, and I'm like, oh shit, what if I'd have said, what if he watched a podcast and this dude's like, fuck this guy for saying this shit? But anyway, so it's crazy. I was wearing a Ballers and Briefs hat too, so that was more weird.
Wow.
But yeah, so but with Tiger, man, like arguably best golfer of all time.
Mm-hmm.
He's generational wealth set up. What his son's name's Charlie, right? Charlie set up like for life.
Yeah.
And dude, there's no excuse for this shit. Like there's none. Like if you're gonna be lit, dude, and obviously you're a bad driver when you're drunk. It's not. I'm not condoning drunk driving, but obviously you suck at it. So don't do it. Don't do it at all. You're not very good at it, and it's bad. And you're a face of a sport, literally. So
Cody on that one. Yeah, I don't get it. I just don't get it. He can basically have a driver, but then there's reports where he didn't want to get a driver because he felt that's going to be. He don't want no one invading his privacy. Yeah, Romans. I don't know how hard. I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
He said he don't want nobody invading his privacy. But guess what? Now everybody's in his business.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, dude, what are you talking about?
Get a fucking Uber Black.
Mm-hmm.
Like those people don't care. Them dudes are just like driving around. It's not like this is not what was this taxi cab confessions and shit. Come on now, let's like come on. No one cares.
Yeah, I'm with Bella. He clearly has a problem. There's something.
Yes,
something is not right with Tiger for this to keep happening.
He's going to wake up dead. That's what's going to happen. Keep on doing this shit.
Waking up dead is crazy.
I mean, I hate what Cody said, but he's telling the truth.
I agree with him, but like I said, all you got to do is just get a driver. I'm not sure if he was drunk this time. I do think that it was I think I put in the group chat, but I think it was the pain meds.
He's clearly,
I mean, that's still the same thing though. Like,
yeah,
okay, so I mean, it's still under the influence. It doesn't matter. Like, if it's a narcotic, you're still under the influence. If it's a sleeping pill, like if it was like Ambien for some reason, for instance, it's still DUI. It's doesn't matter. Pills, like you said, pills, beer, I mean, alcohol, whatever. Like, it doesn't matter. It's still under the influence. And Florida takes no prisoners when it comes to this shit. Like, none whatsoever.
So Tiger did release a statement. He says, "I'm stepping away from a period of time to seek treatment and focus on my health. This is necessary in order for me to prioritize my well-being and work towards lasting recovery." Well, let's say this: the Tiger. I hope you get the help you need. But this has been he's been on a downward spiral ever since that infamous day.
And she called a girl and said, "This is Tiger Woods" on her answer machine.
Totally just said it's Tiger, but this sounds funny. It's like, hey, it's Tiger. Yeah. Then things have just been downhill there. We was obviously the first accident near his house. His own daughter is highly upset at him. Yeah, I mean, a lot of his family is highly upset that because this can all be easily resolved, Sam, if he just
get a driver.
That's it. It's not like
your privacy, man. Get a driver. Have your daughter be your driver. I mean, you can find somebody who you can trust.
Somebody, anybody.
You have somebody tote your golf bag around. Why don't you just have somebody drive you around?
Yeah.
Get your caddy to be your driver.
That's as simple as that. And so what you said, he said he don't want nobody in his business.
That's what was the report. But still, don't make no sense.
Yeah. And this is coming from. He was coming from what?
Getting some head.
Was he? He was more power to him.
Didn't they just had like the night before, or was it the night before, or was it that night that they had the
golf
league? TGL, the TGL.
It was like 2 days. It was like 3 days ago. It was on that Tuesday, that Monday and Tuesday.
Go league.
They had not the golf league, not that TGL. Mark.
Oh.
Speaking of TGL, the same people that are developing the flag football league.
Yeah, I'm seeing. So you saw the news. The NFL has announced a partner that they're going to start a professional flag football league.
McDonald's game.
Okay. They're starting a professional flag football league, and they got a lot of heavy investors involved in it. They're going to have a women's league and a men's league.
That's dope.
And clearly, if y'all didn't, I didn't go back and watch what happened with the flag football classic out here, but clearly the NFL is all in on flag football.
Ron, I don't disagree with that.
Yep, I agree with that too.
So Rob said, he said it shouldn't be his choice.
Four, but it takes four though. It takes four.
Yeah, I mean,
instead of Florida, it takes four.
It's not going to be easy. If his license gets suspended, then he's going to have no choice but to have hire a designated driver.
But you know what I'm wondering? I'm thinking that somebody in his family has tried to talk to him about getting a driver, and he keep denying it. That's probably why people are so mad at him. I mean, because at this point, though, I feel like the higher you are in stature and money, you shouldn't be driving anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like you should have a driver at that point, no matter what.
You're Tiger freaking Woods. It should not be that difficult for you to get a driver.
I mean, yeah, neighborhood driving around, driving back and forth to the course, that's one thing. But like when it comes to like being out and shit, like if I was that important, I definitely wouldn't want to be, for the simple fact of the matter is just more people going to be trying to invade my privacy standing in front of my car when I'm driving, when I got somebody else to drive me around and do it for me, you know? So I don't know, man. It seems a little bit weird, but.
Well, I pray he gets the help he needs and move forward. And obviously, his golf career is pretty much over.
Sam, yeah, hell yeah.
Sam, so I want to be a driver.
I don't blame you, Sam. Yeah. Get the check. But
you wouldn't have to pay me much. I wouldn't have to be. I just want minimum wage just so I could sit and maybe listen to Tiger talk. But maybe that's the problem. He doesn't want to talk. Maybe that's his thing. He doesn't want to talk. Maybe he doesn't want to talk. Maybe he doesn't want to have a conversation with anybody. And maybe he just thinks it's weird riding in a car with somebody being quiet.
He needs to do something, because this should not be happening all the freaking time. Where this
is this his third accident or a second?
Third. He had the one. He had two. He had the one. The first DUI he had back in 2017, back in Jupiter. Then he had the accident out here in LA during the Genesis Open
when he rolled down the hill, right?
Yeah, and then obviously now this one. So just hopefully he gets the help he needs. And dude, you're sponsored by Genesis. You can't tell me Genesis can't get you a driver. Heck, my mama drives a Genesis. Should drive you. You're paying the right price. We're talking about Tiger Woods.
Don't offer up mom services like that.
I'm just saying, if you get a free Genesis, if you give her a free Genesis, probably.
You give me a free Genesis, I'll drive it.
Okay. Get my hand, come look at it.
So yeah, so again, prayers to Tiger Eldrick. Get it right, please. Let's go over to another serious topic, and we're not going to speak too long on this topic because I think we're not going to be too polarized, but the Jaden Ivey story. So if you haven't been following the last 24 hours, Jaden Ivey, of course, former Piston first round pick. He now is with the Bulls. For those who know his mom, Ivy, she's the head women's coach at Notre Dame's women's basketball team. He's had a couple of really very polarizing videos about the LGBTQ community and calling out the NBA for over Pride Night, and obviously I think he kind of when you called out the NBA, you also called out your employer, which is the Chicago Bulls. So the Bulls released him, said it was conduct detrimental to the team, and then he goes on these Instagram videos where he's calling out he's calling out the NBA for the Pride Night. He's calling out LeBron. He's calling out Steph. He's calling out Michael Jordan. He's basically trying to use the religious card. Let me say this as an ordained deacon. Look, and I'm not going to get too deep in the woods about this. We're not going Bible study here on Tuesday night. He has a right to feel what he feels, but you have to understand, if you're going to take that stand, you better be willing to take that fall. I mean, me personally, I'm more worried about his mother now, because who knows what type of she's coaching at a private university, and there's been stuff about Notre Dame.
He called out Notre Dame, didn't he?
Pretty much,
yeah.
Because there's been stuff about Notre Dame in regards to situations with players and homosexuality that have been questioned. Specifically, I think it was around Olivia Miles leaving, going to TCU, and a situation with Hannah Hidalgo. I'm paraphrasing. I think that's what the story was. My brother Bass was telling us about it in Vegas. But I'm not going to get too deep in this. We can talk about this briefly, and we'll get into the Final Four and everything else in the world of sports. But I'm going to get you guys' thoughts. What the heck is going on with this kid? And he, like I said, he has a right to say what he wants to say and believe it. But it's something just seemed off.
I don't want to judge too harshly for this kid because I don't know what his stance was prior to this Instagram live. If he's been on that type of time, then
right,
then it shows consistency, and that's really feel. I hope this is not like what people are trying to say it is a mental health issue now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I hope that everything is okay with him. I hope that he's fine. I also agree with you. He have a right to feel how he want to feel. But like you said, he has to, whatever consequences come with that. Yeah.
Code, what you think, man?
Disclaimer off to the side, like religion and politics off to the side.
Yep.
Right. Always.
Again, I hope it all works out for him. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Again, speak your mind, but like you said, be willing to take what repercussions may come with that. The thing is obviously, I think what people are saying is like always being pushed because he's using Christianity as a crutch, as a shield, something to hide behind, whatever, right? And how like his whole wasn't the whole thing before, like before he devoted himself to Jesus or to Christ or whatever, he was like a porn addict. That's kind of the story that I read, was like that he had addiction to porn, and that's how he went. Like he started going to church and trying to shake his addiction or whatever, and now he's like, okay, well, you go after the biggest faces in the game and say that they're not real Christians. Man, come on, dude.
You don't know that.
You can't, for one. Yeah, you don't know that, for one. Everybody does religion the way that they want to do religion, and that's what makes this world a great place. Is you should be able to practice what religious how the way that you want to practice it, right?
That's
and
right.
if it's not 90, if it's not 100%, fine. That's fine with me. As long as you have faith to believe in something, and the way that they believe in it might be different than the way that you believe in it. And now you're being judgmental. So the problem is therein lies in you're being judgmental and you're casting the stones that you didn't want cast at you. And now you're getting mad because you're catching strays because you started casting them. So at the end of the day, I hope everything works out for him. But I hate personally when people bring religion into politics and business. Keep that shit out. Keep it away. They don't go together. That's why Sunday is for church. That's why Monday through Friday is for pleasure and work. Right? You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like those kinds of things. They don't go together. They don't mix. Because when they do mix, what happens? Shit hits the fan. And that's what's happening here. And like I said, I hate it for him that he's using religion, his religious beliefs, and it's blowing up in his face. And it sucks. But that's just the world we live in. He should know that. And how old is he? He's in his 20s, right?
Yep.
Mid-20s? Early 20s?
Yeah.
Okay. He's not lived and I say this as of like I've lived a fucking huge long life, but I'm 36. I've lived enough long life to know that doing shit like that can get you in trouble. And I've watched enough and I've lived enough to watch other people do it. And now it's kind of going to bite him in the ass. So I hope it all works out for him though.
But if this is what,
oh yeah, we gotta get.
Shut the fuck up, Pat. No, fuck you. You want to start this shit? I was gonna be nice to you, but now you don't piss me off because you come in here and I'm giving a confessional here, and now you come in here and start shit. Fuck off. You've been waiting for this all week. All week. I know. I was gonna give him props, but no, fuck you and your Michigan Wolverines. I hope they fucking lose.
Oh boy. All right, man. But yeah, this is just look. I Paul Pierce at the McDonald's game, so it's Jalen Rose. But I hope he lands on his feet somewhere. I wonder how his mom is feeling right now. She's got a lot on her plate. Obviously, Notre Dame just got eliminated from the tournament. And obviously,
she's the head coach, right?
Yeah. And obviously, like I said, there was stuff about her with Robert surrounded around Olivia Miles and Hannah Hidalgo. There's some stuff out there. But in the end of the day, you have a right to believe what you believe, but you gotta be willing, like I said, you gotta be willing to fall on the sword when stuff hits the fan. And I don't think Jaden Ivey was prepared. And number one, kids, please, you do not have to post all your opinions on Instagram. Come on. You could have easily called.
Employers will look at that shit. I promise you.
I guarantee you could have went into the Bulls office and talked to someone in the front office or the PR department. You could have called. You went to the NBA. You went down to Park Avenue and talked to someone in the NBA.
I'm sure he has a PR
yeah
person. You could have talked to him or her or whatever your team is. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm sure the team has a chaplain too. You want to talk about?
Yes,
I'm sure they have a chaplain.
Yeah,
and I'm sure there's somebody in his team or somebody in his family that falls into that line of what he was just criticizing. Have a conversation with them.
Yeah.
So yeah, but let's get into some college basketball since Fat is here now. Men, the Final Four is set.
Michigan came out and whooped ass.
On the women's side, pretty much
Michigan got their ass whooped.
It pretty much chalk. Texas, South Carolina, UConn, UCLA. We're gonna get a rematch of the national championship Friday with UConn and South Carolina, and then that'll be followed by UCLA and Texas, and then the national championship will be Sunday afternoon, Easter Sunday afternoon in Phoenix.
The national championship game?
Yes. And then this Saturday, we have the men's Final Four going down in McAfee country, Indianapolis. We got Arizona against Fats Michigan Wolverines, and we got Illinois versus the Cardiac Kids. you already know. I can't wait. Hey, Fat, make sure you're available on the 23rd for the draft show, because you have to come on when the Bears pick. So just make sure when the Bears pick that you go take a break around that time. And because I think you and Cody eventually got to have a face-to-face talk. All right, but yeah, but this look at how these we'll get back to the women, but on the men's side, Arizona beat Arkansas, whooped up on Tennessee. Michigan, same. I mean, they went ahead and whooped up in their game as well. Illinois, but shout out to UConn. UConn goes and wins on arguably the most. I don't even know how to explain what happened with UConn. I just left the house and I saw the highlights, and I went back to watch the highlights.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, that didn't happen. Shout out to Jason Crow. Inglewood's on in the build. Whoa.
What happened?
Jason Crow averages 44 points a game?
Yeah.
Damn, Inglewood must be sorry. But God, Lee, dude.
Oh, you should have threw the alley-oop, sir.
He's going to Missouri, and no surprise, his pops is going to be on the coaching staff.
Missouri got a top 5 recruiting class. I just want everybody to know that. They got, I think, 2 or 3 players in this game.
Yeah, and obviously one coming from here in the city of Inglewood, Jason Crow Jr. Is here. And joining the show now, obviously, the one and only Nick Freeze in the building. Nick, what up?
What to do, family?
What up, going on? We're talking about the men's Final Four.
Oh man.
Look, it's gonna be a couple good games. So we're gonna get Arizona versus Michigan, and then we're getting UConn and Illinois first, and then we're gonna get Arizona, Michigan. Nick, man, what the heck happened in that UConn Duke game?
That right there is the main reason why we love March Madness, because it's literally March Madness. That sequence was absolutely crazy. I've seen stuff like that happen at like the lower levels, but it seems like they just hit the panic button. It literally made no sense. It was one of those things where you just do something basic, a fundamental thing in basketball.
Faith,
and it's just keep. All you gotta do is what up, Faith. Just keep your cool. That's all you have to do. And this is the reason why you're seeing, especially I want to say over the past at least like 5 to 8 years, it's rare that you see a team that's like full of like freshmen or sophomores that go far in these tournaments. Usually the teams that go far in these tournaments are teams that have guys that's been there for a while. Like even the last, like y'all last run, John. You know, y'all had juniors and seniors on y'all team.
Mm.
You feel what I'm saying? Y'all didn't have a team full of like freshmen and sophomore and shit like that. Don't get me wrong, that are like ultra talented. But you know, this is a reason why I said that college basketball is messed up behind the one and done rule, because you lose out on stuff like what's going on right now. Like, look, like I know we hate talking about these guys, but look at Duke over the past like 10 years and the talent that they've had and have done absolutely nothing with it. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't like the team either, but there's no denying that they've had like top 5 talent, like going, like, you know, they have somebody in the top 5, top 10, like it's like every other year that played on their team. I mean, shit, they got 2 of their guys in the NBA right now that are qualifying for Rookie of the Year. So it's just, you know, these older guys. It's great to say that for people in college, but these older guys, you know, they got the pull waste. They're not going to make some of these same mistakes, and you know, they're battle tested. Which is the reason why back in the day we used to see like these teams that would make these great runs, but they would be like teams that had guys that's been there for at the very least 2 years. You feel what I'm saying? So, but it was just, I don't know. It was a lack of fundamentals on that play. And I feel as if the players involved were a little bit more battle tested, that wouldn't have happened. It's unfortunate, but it's funny that it happened to Duke though. So fuck them.
And let's
a resident Duke fan.
A resident Duke fan.
Hey man, it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, you got freshmen trying to make a half-court pass.
Bro,
that's what it is. It's fucking stupid. Like, it's stupid. Your daddy's not gonna come bail you out, and that's a dumbass play. And you paid for it, and then like Shire is like on the fucking sideline, like his face is like he's glitched into the Matrix or some shit, because his facial expression doesn't even change. Like he goes from like, how the fuck did that just happen? He's not even gonna run on the court. He can't even run on the court and stop that shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, when I saw that, I'm like, man, yeah, Hurley's team deserves that shit, because we played like shit, and good on UConn. You know, like, they deserved it because we looked like ass just because of that shit.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
that was a crazy play, man. I look at the game, I'm like, I can't believe this shit just happened. Like that was crazy.
And 28 points in the second half is terrible. That's
what
terrible.
I'm saying. And like with the big ass lead, and that shit was wild, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That shit was wild. That was
the momentum was just like crazy, because it was like they had like 29 in the first half, and then they ended up scoring like 44 in the second half, and we had 44 in the first half, and we only scored 28 in the second half. Like, what the fuck was that? Like, 72 point ball game was bad anyway. Like, that's bad. Both teams averaging over like 85.
I honestly think that because sometimes, you know, what the coach used to tell us, sometimes read your own
newspaper clippings.
Newspaper clippings. I think that's one of those things. Because Duke is the more talented team. When you look at the overall, like on paper, they're the more talented team. And I think that when they saw that they had that big lead, they let their foot off the gas. You cannot let your foot off the gas against a team that's that good, and who are champions and are battle tested, because they were not going to let up. They weren't giving up in that game.
And they're really well. They're real well coached. That's one of the best coaches in college basketball.
Dan Hurley's good, man.
Yeah,
he's really good.
Yeah,
there's a reason why the Lakers wanted him. Now, I don't know if he would have worked in the NBA. I still think he's going to be the coach of the Knicks eventually. But there was a reason why the Lakers at least made the call.
Oh, you got the Knicks. I got Boston.
It ain't no way to get rid of Minnesota. There's no way. There's no way. He's too in cahoots with everybody in the organization. He done won them one, and the players really like him.
He's from, but Hurley's from Jersey though, so I think that's why I think John's on to something with the Knicks.
UConn plays in the Garden. It's like it's like a home, another home for them. To me, it makes perfect sense. I didn't understand if you were going to fire Thibodeau, the call should have been to Dan Hurley. If you ain't going to get a marquee name to try to off a coaching staff, the call should have been to Dan Hurley. I didn't understand the Mike Brown hire. We'll see where this goes. What up, Dalton? Rob said that they said during the broadcast Duke was the number one seed. Was the first number one seed in history determined to blow a 15-point halftime lead.
Oh yeah, for sure, no doubt about it. That doesn't happen.
And you think about last year, they were up in the Final Four on Houston, and they blew that lead.
I think, like, kind of back to kind of Nick's point, like when we were good, and I still go back to the early '90s teams. Christian Laettner. Why do you think Christian Laettner is the all-time tournament point scorer? Because he was in in college for all 4 years. You know, like he went, and that's why he's up there as arguably one of the best, if not the best, tournament player of all time. Like just pure tournament players, because they went 4 years in a row, and he was there every year. So it's hard when you get good players and they're good enough to where they can go jump ship and make money. And that's kind of what I was hoping, like, oh, well, the NIL would kind of help that, keep players like, okay, well, I'm going to go to a really, really shitty organization in the NBA, like a really, really shitty organization. Or I can sit here and make a couple mil here playing college basketball where I'm just that much better than everybody else on the court on a team that's that much better than every other team, or I can go to a really shitty NBA team and suck really bad. So, but
do y'all think
Cooper Flag and Con Knippel could beg to differ, I guess.
Do y'all think that there should be a minimum or 2-year college basketball?
Mark, I've been saying that since I've known y'all. But see, I'm also a proponent of getting your money as well, so I understand it.
But I think if you go to college, I think you should have to commit to 2. I think they should let the high school players go. I think they should let high school. I think high school players should be able to go, but I think if you go to college, you have to commit to at least 2 years. That's my thing.
I mean, the women still have that rule. They got to play for at least 3. They got to do at least 3 years in order to be eligible.
I didn't understand. Like I've always said it. I felt if you let them come straight out of high school, but if they go to college, you at least let them go 2 years. One and done is a joke. Go get them 2 years, get themselves a little polished, a little more developed, and come in.
They have to get at least 19, associate's degree. 20,
21, and you're not missing nothing. Because whoever team they're playing for, they're still going to be a guy. They're still going to have that spot, no matter who they get drafted by in the lottery. Rob says this basketball guy got around in Kentucky. He was winning the rivals rankings in the NBA draft, but Kentucky fans wanted him to win at college basketball. I want to say it about Calipari, and I said this on Friday. I mean, when is it time that we just like everything? Look, Gary Jacobs going to be a top 3 or 5 pick.
They got another recruiting class coming. Nice
Arkansas. Mark just says going to have another dope recruiting class. He's had all these dope recruiting classes. He had all these dope number 1 picks. But in the 30 years that he's been a coach, whether it was at UMass, Memphis, Kentucky, now Arkansas, he's only won 1 national championship, and that was that 2012 team with Anthony Davis and them.
Mm-hmm. And you can make a case that might have been his least talented team that he coached.
The most talented team he coached was 2015 when they went undefeated and they lost in the Final Four to Wisconsin. That was the Cat team. That was the Cat team with him, Devin Booker. Devin Booker was the 6th man on that team. Think about that.
Yes. Yes, that team was loaded because I think Carter Towns only averaged 11 points per game because they had so much talent on that team. But see, that's what I'm saying, John. Like, imagine if you had the 2-year rule and play this off of this Duke team alone. So you would have had the boozers over there with Colin Canuckle and Cooper Flag in the tournament. They would have won. They would have won. There's no doubt about my mind.
I don't think they get all of that's the thing. Also, what I believe is if you have a 2-year rule, I don't think you get all those same recruits going to the same school. I think that you'll start seeing some recruits start to spread out. I'm with you.
I agree, but I think in this particular case that wouldn't have happened. Off the simple fact that the dad was already a alumni, I think that would have been, there's going to be a couple exceptions to the rule, but overall, I do agree.
I think that when you get these players who's number 1, number 2, number 3, the top 10 coming out of high school, they're not trying to go to no college, and they're not trying to go to no college to sit on no bench.
Just okay. Hold up. Think about this. Would Paulo, if Paulo was still in didn't go to the NBA, would he have been a senior this year?
No, he would have been way gone because he came in the league 22.
22. He was a freshman. So
he came in the league in 23. So he came in the league in 23.
Yeah,
he'll be a senior right now, but he would have been less. But he would have been a senior.
He would have definitely been gone in 2 years. He would have been gone.
No, I'm just saying, like, if he would have stayed, he'd have stayed all 4 years. Would he be on this?
Yeah,
I'm just thinking about all the talent that's in the NBA.
Yeah.
That's
he would have been a junior on this team.
Possibly. For sure. Oh my Lord.
A senior, I think, because he was a 2022. He was a freshman, 2022 NBA first round pick.
And see, that's what I'm saying. Like, we've seen these type of situations work out before. It's not like that. If you're good, you're good. You're gonna stand out. When it's time for you to go to the league, you're gonna do your thing regardless. That's the reason why we don't see the same, every once in a while you see it, but we don't see the same rookie impacts like how we used to. You remember how back in the day we used to see rookies coming to the league, putting up literally putting up all-star numbers.
Yeah.
Some niggas putting up MVP numbers.
Jordan. Yeah.
You don't see that no more.
Well, again, that's goes into what we've been saying. Most of these players coming out, they're talented enough to play in the NBA, but they aren't polished enough to play in the NBA. And like y'all was saying, the 2-year, maybe even 3-year players, you'll start seeing way more production. Because you got to think, dog, most of the time, for the average rookie, they don't really start making that really kind of big impact until their second, third year in the league anyway.
That's right.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
I said it's just one of the things where you learning how to play basketball. It's a rare find when you can find a player who's 1 year out of removed from high school or just out of high school that can come in and put those kind of numbers in. You need to learn how to play a different level of basketball.
Ron. That ain't a lie.
Rob
Corey Maggette.
I remember when it was a big deal when Corey Maggette was the first Duke player to leave early. I remember Corey Maggette was the first because what? Wait a minute, because he left. Wait a minute.
He left after sophomore year, right?
No, he was a freshman.
Yeah,
He was a freshman. When Elton Brand left, he was a sophomore. Elton Brand left after his sophomore year.
Well, oh my Lord, Elton Brand, fam. Elton Brand, look, I don't like Duke, but Elton Brand one of them guys where I'm like, yeah, he gets a lot of respect. That's not just because he's on my team either, but Elton Brand was a dog.
Yeah,
that's how I feel about Jason Williams.
Yeah, I hated Jay.
Yeah,
I hated Jay Williams.
No matter what team he was on, dog, if you're on the Rivals, if you're that guy, you're that guy, and I gotta give you respect.
Jay Will was one of those guys to me that was kind of like, what if?
Oh, he definitely
wasn't going to be great, but he was going to be good.
He definitely was going to be good. That damn motorcycle accident, man.
Ain't that what happened to Markel Fulton? Never mind.
Relax. But yeah, so real quick, and then let's go back to the women, and then we'll go to some other topics. Let's make our pick. Well, Nick just stepped out. I want to see who we got winning the Natty. So let's go with the first game. So Illinois, UConn.
I got UConn.
You got UConn. What about you, Cody?
Huskies all the way.
Huskies. I got UConn too. I think it's unanimous there. I think Nick's probably gonna pick UConn too. But this game right here, I said Arizona was gonna win the Natty. Sorry, Fat. But man,
I said it too.
But man, look, I don't watch the Michigan team, and maybe because I was with Fat in Vegas watching them, and then I had to watch them the last couple weekends.
This Michigan team has that it factor.
Yeah,
like that factor when you don't know what it is. Michigan has that.
I'm still picking Arizona, but boy, I am not confident.
Yeah.
Unless Tommy Lloyd wants to lead to become the head coach of North Carolina.
Huh? A Michigan coach?
Arizona
coach?
Mm-hmm.
I got Arizona. I think it's gonna be a really good game. Yeah, I got Arizona, man.
So if that's the case, Cody, who you got?
I'm gonna take the Arizona here because everybody, it's a 1.5 point spread. Michigan is a favorite now because it's opened as Arizona as the favorites. Gonna go away from the public, and I'll take Arizona.
So
and Fat, if Michigan wins the national championship, I will come on here and give you a formal apology.
So our boy Robert Wilkins says this. Just checked it. It was Maggette Brand and William Avery. They were the first 3 players to leave Duke. I remember that squad. Okay, Fat said we all gonna be 0-3. As you look at some of these legendary McDonald's All-Americans, see Jalen Rose, Paul Pierce, Jamal Crawford, Baron Davis.
Nick, who you got? Arizona, Michigan.
That's tough. I think I want low-key lean towards Arizona, but Michigan is nice. I think I got Arizona.
Oh, Fat said we're gonna be 0-4 then. And you got UConn over Illinois, right?
Oh yeah, of course. I got UConn winning everything.
You got UConn winning it all. I got Arizona winning it all.
I got UConn winning everything.
All right.
I thought UConn's biggest threat was Duke, and Duke's out of here. So,
Bryce will lead Arizona to a championship.
That's funny as shit.
You know who he looks like? He looks like
James family alone, man.
He does not look like LeBron. He doesn't look
James
like his wife. He looks like I'm about to say he looks like Horace Grant to me, but
Damn, just to do wear goggles. First person everyone thinks about is Horace Grant.
That's the best player in the country.
You know what's funny? I had when I worked in downtown, I ran into Horace Grant. I helped him and his family out there at the restaurant that I worked at. And I had asked him, this is years ago, this is way before, I seen what happened upon the when Jordan's over there trying to do Jordan stuff over there on the airplane. I asked him, I was like, what was it like, working out, basically, being teammates of both Kobe and Jordan, what was it like? He was like, they were both, he said they were both dogs in their own way. He said people say that they're similar. He said yes to an extent, but he said the way both of them approach things in practice was completely different.
Damn.
I said, damn. I said, which team did you enjoy playing for more? He told me the Lakers.
I figured he would have said fuck both of them. And I wanted to play. I loved playing with.
He told me the Lakers. He told me the Lakers, but he said he very much enjoyed his time in Orlando. I think he said he enjoyed playing the Lakers more, but he said he had a lot of fun playing in Orlando.
What's going on, Christy? Let's go to the women, because obviously, look, they got all 4 number 1 seeds in the Final Four, which pretty much was predictable. But
they better count their days.
Did we get a rematch of the Natty in the first game with UConn and South Carolina?
Woo!
UMass and South. Who?
UConn
and South Carolina. I say UMass Marcus can't be playing on.
UConn, South Carolina are in the rematch of the Natty in the first game.
Can't make a Brittany Griner.
What up, Mike?
Are you good? Mike P, what up? Fast said, everyone against Michigan, huh? Okay. Yeah, Mark, a lot of people couldn't hear that. No, really, a lot of people couldn't hear that, huh?
Y'all nosy, man. Y'all wasn't supposed to hear that. Y'all wasn't supposed to hear that, man.
Dog, you think you're doing the show to the hearing?
Y'all nosy, man.
Hey, no, that was crazy.
Nick, get your boy, man. You think you're doing a show to the California School of the Deaf, man?
All right. So you said UConn and South Carolina?
Yeah.
I'm sticking with my pick, man. I'm going UConn.
F them. Oh, I want to win my fifth. F them still. But this is not going to be easy. Look, I don't want to see. I know South Carolina's not going to come out there and get whooped. What up, Big Nick? Said get whooped 2 straight years by UConn.
Yeah, they will this year.
But it ain't out the realm of possibility. I'm still going to go with South Carolina because
Because Pat Summitt, I get it.
You dang right it is.
I'm team Pat Summitt too.
You dang right it is. Wall Nation all day. But man, and Don Staley, of course, I salute Don Staley, but they need to be clear, man. It is not going to be easy because them UConn girls are no joke.
Hey, John, you got to do the opposite of SWV song. You got to use your mind, not your heart.
Yeah, pretty much. My mind is telling me UConn, but I
thought y'all said make it rain.
Yeah, you all right, man?
Hey, man, we know what that song is about. Chill out.
Free your mind and the rest will follow.
Hey, shout out. Cigarettes in vogue. All right,
give it to him. Pause. Oh, the alley-oop. Oh,
is that what they was telling it? That's what they were trying to do. Their vote. They're trying to give it to him.
Yeah.
Who's he?
All the West running away right now.
Yeah, this game is a wrap.
UConn wins this game, but South Carolina's it's only 6.5 point dogs, so you might take South Carolina cover in this game.
This is gonna be a close game.
I feel like she is one fucking possession, not 3 or 2, 1.
Yeah, this South Carolina team is pretty good. But they usually are, but still.
All right, and then in the second game,
they better count that down. So you already know what's going on next year.
Is the kid from Sierra Canyon again? He might be. What's his name? The kid from Sierra Canyon. By the way,
I think Jay.
Ron's saying minus 15.
Brandon McCoy.
Jesus.
I think.
Wait, who's minus 15?
That's what he's saying.
Ron's saying minus 15. Where are you getting that at? Please tell me, because I'm going to find someone to put a bet on that.
Yep.
I'm looking at the line right now. Now, the line I see is UConn minus 6.5, like Cody was saying.
Minus 15.
Please tell me where you're finding that. Minus 15 is wild.
Now, unless you're saying they're going to win by 15, I can understand that. But now the line is minus 6.5.
Yeah, minus 15 is crazy.
And the line for the next game has Texas minus 1.5 against UCLA.
He's just saying that. That's very possible.
That's possible they win by 15, but I'll take that. I'll take those points. That's 6.5. So they
15 is crazy.
UConn to win by 7 UConn basically to win by 7. Yeah, I could see that, but I'm picking South Carolina. I feel I'm gonna be wrong as hell. And this game gonna be on during our show on Friday, and that's UCLA Texas.
I got UCLA.
I do too.
Yeah.
But Texas my boy Mike Patton said Texas. Anyone? Not today. It's gonna be the Lady Bruins, and then we're gonna get probably UConn. I mean, it's probably gonna be UConn, UCLA, and the Natty. I want to see South Carolina bounce back, but I think it's gonna be UConn and UCLA.
I hate hearing that.
I said a couple weeks ago. I mean, I think last week or the week before it's gonna be UConn, UCLA.
That's who I had picked in the.
Let's go UConn.
So yeah, that's what the women's is looking like. Let's go over to switch over to the NBA real quick. And I have
where's that thing leading to?
Excuse me?
What's that thing right there leading to on that player? To the far left.
To a cactus. Yo, what's wrong with you?
Oh.
What is wrong with you?
Looks like she farted. And it's like coming out her ass. I don't know.
Nah, Nick ain't slick. I know what he's thinking.
It's a rose.
No, ain't a rose, but it's so.
You can buy those things at CVS and you go look hard enough.
Nick ain't slick. I know what Nick is thinking, man. I can read Nick's thoughts. That four, he sees that four shooting in the sky. I know he ain't stupid. I ain't slick.
You ain't slick. What?
You ain't slick. Man.
That's terrible.
That's that he might be going to Michigan. Brandon McCoy.
Yeah,
okay.
I heard that too.
And the West is pretty much on the East. And
He reclassified. He was the number one junior, reclassified to be a senior.
Okay.
How the fuck can you do that?
Gilbert Arenas' son did the same thing. He reclassified.
Wiggins did it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is high school, right?
Yeah, high school.
Younger than you actually playing with the kids of your age.
Right.
What?
Hey, shut up, Sam.
Yo, I know exactly what you just tried to do, Mark. That ain't
I didn't say nothing at all. I didn't say. All right, man.
Mark.
Huh?
We know, man. Come on, man. Shoot, something wrong. It's your boy tonight, man. I don't know what's you on one.
I didn't say nothing at all.
All right, let's go to the NBA right quick. Some of the first names that are going to be in the Basketball Hall of Fame were announced. Were reported today by Shams, and so far we know these four will be inducted in Springfield during the fall.
Why Doc Rivers inducted?
He's going in as a coach. Dana Dalladon, Candace Parker, Amari Stoudemire, and Doc Rivers are all, according to Shams, will be inducted in the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame. Those are some of the first.
Or Mark Few. Is Mark Few not going to be in there too?
I read a report that Mark Few is also getting inducted. I'm trying to figure out when the hell happened to Blake Griffin.
Blake Griffin should be in before Doc Rivers.
Nah,
He should be on it.
Is this like WWE? We need a headliner. He wants to be the headliner without having to fight against Candace Parker.
Well, Candace Parker is definitely going to be the headliner of this class. She's probably.
Excuse me?
Oh, no doubt about it.
Relax.
She don't do that no more, though.
She had four headliner. She messed around with the guy with the giant ass forehead liner.
Yeah.
Ex-Duke player.
Not just do snail trails.
Jesus Christ. That dude's forehead was. No, I don't ever want to hear no jokes about Peyton Manning's fucking forehead. That dude's fucking forehead.
Are we sure that Sheldon the whole time wasn't her beard?
Wait, excuse me?
Are we sure the whole time Sheldon wasn't her beard?
Women don't have beards, John.
Some of them do.
Or her bush?
No, because I actually had kids. I'll tell you who's somebody's beard. What's the dude name who's in the back house of Oprah? Yep.
Yeah, we're not going there. We're not going there. I'm all for the Sunday Gail King and all, but we're not going there.
Gail King,
fuck her. I still got beef with Gail King.
Yeah, I get it. She got a wagon.
She ain't gonna accept it.
Not here with Gail King right now, man. She can kick rotors. But yeah, about these guys going in this class of Hall of Famers. Amari Stoudemire, man. If y'all didn't see Amari Stoudemire, obviously before the injuries, pre-injuries, even despite the injuries, this dude was a problem. Rookie of the year, perennial all-star.
Was out for the bit? No, nothing.
One of the only players that weren't a rocket at this time that I actually liked, like Amari.
He put a lot of dudes on posters. Ask Michael Olowokandi.
I had that poster actually, like on my wall as a teenager. Him dunking on Michael Olowokandi.
Maybe Michael Olowokandi signed it.
Isn't that who LeBron wanted?
Yeah, we're not going there. JJ Hickson. That's crazy to me. JJ Hickson, man.
Was out for the beer, huh?
Hey, relax.
Hey, Mark, look what I put in the comments.
Stebbin was in that. Yeah. Yo, what the heck is wrong with you, Nick?
Neverland League too, as well. Sheesh.
All right, man.
Yeah, but Amari Stoudemire was a human highlight. Candace Parker, ultimate baller. Elena Daladon was a walking bucket.
Mm-hmm.
3-time MVP.
Yes, and clearly, if y'all watched her like in college, she was at UConn originally, but she ended up at Delaware.
I went crazy at Delaware.
Yeah, and you saw what she did in the league. She went second in the draft, but she went second in the draft behind Brittany Griner. Shut up,
I didn't say nothing.
Hold up. Brittany Griner's still in the league, and Elena Deladonna is not in. That's fucking.
Elena Deladonna chose to retire though.
What? Never mind.
They both chose to retire from two professions. Okay, two things. They retired from both of them.
Cody,
Well,
that is wild.
Well,
By the way,
From
Jason
basketball,
Richardson,
basketball is
youngest son,
one of them. Well,
Dude,
I guess it's Brittany
how
Griner.
old are we
they both
getting at that?
balls.
Yo, Nick, you good?
Did they?
Are you good?
Is Brittany Griner? Never mind.
One
Is
can only
Brittany
score.
Griner that dude that played at Baylor? with no, that's I'm serious. That one dude with the small, with like the eye that was like this that played at Baylor with the goggles.
Oh, that was way funnier than what I was about to say. I was about to say only one can score in transition fast break. Y'all good? Is everybody okay right there? Hey, yo, shout out to John.
Was that really like marijuana they found in her pants? The sack. I'm out. I gotta go. I'm out.
Me too. Hey, yo, me too. I'm not gonna never forgive her when she was at that pool party.
I'm just gonna let slide on down. Just go away.
Hey, look, hey, I'm not falling for y'all. I'm gonna say something out of pocket. I'm saying I'm out of pocket in the comments.
She topless and it's okay.
Relax, Nick.
All right, man. Everybody should stop.
Yeah. What's wrong with y'all, man? What's wrong with y'all?
How she topless? It was okay.
Hey, Mark, they wildin'. Hey, John. Whose shit was crazier? Brittany Griner at the pool or Tiffany Stratton before the surgery?
Oh, bro.
Dog, we're not doing that. All right, at least we know Tiffany Stratton was still a woman, dog. Unfortunately,
no, well, we know that, but like I said, she said she wants to go into acting. I said, you're not Hollywood type. That's not your type.
Yeah. Not at all. Oh, shit. Hey, the show went off the rails for like about 2 minutes. My bad, y'all.
Yo, John tried to get everything back in order. John was like Jason Richardson's son was playing the McDonald's game. Nobody cared nothing about that.
There's Brandon McCoy.
Okay.
There's Brandon McCoy right there.
There he is. Sierra Candy product in the building. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Oh, it's hilarious.
That's wild, dude. Y'all something wrong with y'all, man. But back to this Hall of Fame. Like I said, Candace Parker was a baller, and Nick just left it. And you guys made Nick leave the show, man. But Deladon was a walking bucket. But congratulations, we'll have the full class. They'll announce this Saturday, the morning of the men's Final Four. So we'll have the full class on Saturday. We'll recap it next week along with the Natties. So let's man. I saw this on Twitter, and I know this Mark I would like to say about this. Oh, man. So I saw this on Throwback Hoops' Twitter account, and they had the top.
Excuse me.
The top.
Wait.
10,
excuse me.
The top 10.
Wait. Excuse me. I mean, take this list down.
You said that's BS.
No. I really have thoughts about this list.
I don't.
I don't.
This should be this. Come on,
Cody.
come
All
on.
right, so let me
This
say-
has
let me
got
just
to
say-
be. This has got to be something that we talk about. It's
Yes.
top 10, so it's up for
Yeah.
debate.
Yes, it will be up for a debate. But there ain't no debate here. Why the heck there's three people who should not be 1, 2, or 3? Let me be perfectly clear.
I'm biased, so I stay out of this.
Well, I'm not biased.
This,
I'll tell you.
this list is way the hell wrong.
I'll say it. Any list that don't start with Jason Kidd in the 2000s is whack.
This is crazy.
I'll say it. Chris Paul's number 2 on this list. You want to put Steve Nash number 2? I'm not going to argue it. I consider AI more of a 2 guard because he had Eric Snow in the backcourt with him. D Rose, not long enough career.
Rondo was nice.
Rondo was cool.
Tony Parker.
Tony Parker's definitely in top 5. Jason Williams. I think after Jason Williams got traded to Memphis, and we saw how Mike Bibby was with the Sacramento Kings, that kind of ruined that argument for me. Baron Davis. Chauncey, obviously, because those Pistons teams were very consistently good. And then, but
Okay,
yeah,
so
but this
2000s
is
is like before two. This is before 2010.
yeah, this
were
is
saying?
2000 to 2009.
Okay.
Steve Nash got 2 MVPs. Iverson was MVP. Derrick Rose was MVP. The best point guard in that generation of that decade.
Jason,
Tony,
as a person who loved Steve Nash, like literally, I have an argument. I could literally, I would say 5% argument that he's number 1 on this list. The 95% of me is Jason Kidd deserves to be number 1. Like literally, I could argue for 5% that I could argue that Steve Nash needs to be number 1. But it should be the answer. The only correct answer is Jason Kidd is number 1. Steve Nash is number 2.
I'm not mad at
For
that.
me personally.
no, Jason Kidd's 1 me. If you want to put Steve Nash 2, I'm with it. CP3, but nowhere. The top 4 to me, after Chauncey was consistent.
Barron was nice too.
Barron was nice, but the top 4 to me, there was a pecking order on the 2000 point guards. It started with Jason Kidd, Steve Nash, obviously, Chris Paul, Tony Parker. Rondo was good. Chauncey was good. Barron was good. Jason Williams to me didn't have a long look. Jason Williams, probably 2000 to probably 2003 or 4 when he was in Memphis after the Mike Bibby trade. But
I love Jason Williams. I think
he's
it was
top 10,
more.
but he's not. I think he's 10. I think he's more like 10. I love White Taco. Like he was my favorite. But but you can't. You got to say 99. Like I think he was better on like 98. Like when he came in 98. Was that the first year that they were good?
Yeah. I think 98 or 99. Yeah. I think it was more flash and actual real point guard play. I think he can play point guard, but like y'all was saying, there's a couple of more point guards up there that's I think I would have ahead of him. But I love Jason Williams, but he, I probably would put Baron Davis above him. Yeah. Rondo, of course. Yeah. Derrick Rose, that's another one of them what ifs things. Like John said, the career just wasn't long enough for me. And
I'm just saying, like the argument's got to be is like,
so I don't know how this even in.
why is Derrick Rose in there? He was only 2 years in. All right, man.
Derrick Rose.
I'm just saying, like, the argument is like, out of these 10 guys on here, which one had an argument ever that they were the best player in the league that year? Maybe 2 of them. I would say 2 of them, arguably only 2 of them. And that's Jason Kidd and Steve Nash. So those are your only arguments for number 1.
I'm going to be honest with you. That was when Kobe was
going nuclear. So don't ask me about it. Don't ask me about it.
I'm going to say at this point, none of these players was ever considered the best player in basketball. I think Steve Nash got a couple Kobe MVP, maybe one of Kobe MVPs.
He stole one from me. He stole one from Kobe. He
one
stole one from Shaq.
Yeah, I think that I don't know if any of these, and like I said, just kid my favorite player. I don't know if any of these people was ever best player in the league. Not when you.
I'm not saying that they were the best player in the league. I'm just saying they were arguably in the discussion for it at that point. Like you could still say Kobe's the best player in the league at that point in time.
Yeah,
but who was next person? Like who could you put in that list? And nobody on this list but Steve Nash and Jason Kidd to me would be.
Yeah,
I could argue for being the best player in the league that at that point in time or that year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The rest of them, I feel like kind of Steve Nash and Jason Kidd, and then a big gap because like as John said, I never thought that Allen Iverson was a point guard. He was more of a 2 to me. He was a ball handling 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know who came up with the list. I got another list next week about the greatest athletes of all time, but I'll say that for next week because I don't need one dumb list. One dumb list a show is good enough for us. Let's update on some NBA stuff. The standings are going down. The standings in the playoffs right now. The Thunder, the Spurs, my Lakers, they've all clinched playoff spots. They've all clinched playoff spots right now. The Pistons, the Celtics, the Knicks have all clinched playoff spots. The Nuggets also have clinched a playoff spot, and the Blazers and the Warriors have clinched spots in the play-in tournament. We got 2 more weeks until the season ends. And obviously, Cody, I know that. Did you get your thoughts on what we talked about last week with the situation with Kay Cunningham and how do they need to really get rid of this 65 game rule crap?
Oh, for being for MVP?
Yeah, for all it's just for NBA awards in general.
Rules in general, awards in general.
Yeah, so basically, if you're not playing minimum 65 games, you're disqualified and from being eligible for All NBA, All Defensive Team, MVP, Rookie of the Year, etc. And Kay Cunningham has a collapsed lung, and that's going to keep him. And he's literally played pretty much 62 games, and he's going to miss the rest of the season possibly. And that's going to cost him a spot on the All NBA team. I don't know 15 players this year that was better than Kay Cunningham. I'm sorry. You want to say maybe
you have to play 79% of the regular season to be eligible. That's such a weird number.
Yes.
I mean, as a person that likes numbers, that just makes a whole lot of no sense. I would say, I mean, what's a passing grade? 65%.
Mm-hmm.
70% of them of 82 games, which is what? 82.
So 82 is about
0.7.
But yeah, they can make an exception to the rule.
57 games. I would say 60 games. You said 65? 57. That's a random number. 55 games. Let's do 55. We're doing making random fucking numbers up. Like 58 games.
Yeah, I would say 55.
Yeah. 60 total. 60. Okay, 60. 65 is a lot, though.
I just, like John said, I can't name 15 players that play better than Kate this year.
I don't think so. I mean, I don't watch enough basketball, and I still can't name 15 that are better than him because of from just a little bit I watch.
He's had an MVP like year,
and he was in an MVP running before that happened.
Yeah, just like Luka is, but we'll get into that in the calling on names.
And his team is what? The best in the East?
Yes, they're the best record in the East. They've clinched the best
5-game lead.
They're probably gonna clinch the best record in the East, and it's them in Boston, but I think Detroit's gonna clinch the best record in the East. They had a good game last night, lost to OKC without him, but yeah. Nick is back on the show now. Nick, we was talking about it.
Yes, sir.
The NBA got to get rid of the 65 game rule, right?
Yeah. I understand what they're like. You feel like this, like availability is your best ability, but there's been times in the past where there's been guys who won awards that didn't play the X amount of games. Like if you play a good quarter of the, if you like even then, like it's like for example, like look at the people that missed out this year because of injuries that should quite possibly be MVP, but they're not going to be able to qualify for the award because they didn't play 65 games. I think they should. That's like how many games is that? That's about
79 games.
About 17. Like 72.
79%.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I said like 6. I said 65. I'm not 65, but like 57 is what is 70%. 79% is 65.
So here's who Yahoo thinks is going to win some of these awards as we get into the final stretch of the week, NBA season next week, 2 weeks. Got Conker Nipples right now, probably the favorite to win Rookie of the Year. Wemby's the favorite, unanimous favorite to win Defensive Player of the Year. Coach of the Year. JD Bickerstaff, Mitch Johnson. JD Bickerstaff is slight favorite over Mitch Johnson and Joe Mazzulla. About 6-man is pretty much either is a split between Jaime Jaquez or Keldon Johnson. Most improved, Jalen Duren has that running away. Clutch Player of the Year, SGA. And then right now, people say SGA for MVP over Wemby and everybody else. Real quick before I get to this list, Joe Mazzulla was asked about winning Coach of the Year. He said the award is stupid and we should focus more on the players. As someone, dudes like y'all who've coached, I'm gonna say this, but I get y'all thoughts on it. I thought that was a stupid comment by Joe Mazzulla. I get what you're saying, focus on the players, but let me be clear: coaching matters. And that award, yeah, you might be the one who wins the award, but that award is going to your entire coaching staff because teams are going to be looking at, okay, say if JB Bickerstaff wins Coach of the Year, they're going to be looking at the Pistons coaching staff. If Mitch Johnson wins Coach of the Year, everybody looks at the Spurs coaching staff, even post in this post Popovich era. And if the
even if we're bad, they're looking at the coaching staff.
Right, and with Boston, they're gonna be looking at your coaching staff. They still got people been talking about why isn't Sam Cassell been getting a chance to be a head coach for years. So I don't understand why Joe Mazzulla says it's a stupid award, but I get it. Whatever. F Boston. What about this? So
that's a crazy thing to say.
But
yeah.
We're near the home stretch. We're near the home stretch for MVP. Obviously, I know Mark and Nick, they both had SGA. I mean, we have Jaylen Brown. I had SGA. Or did one of y'all have Wemby?
I don't think Wemby should be consideration. Unpopular opinion.
What?
I think I understand putting them there, but me personally, I feel as if that prime example, like SGA is putting up has better numbers with this team having a better record. Wemby's thing is this: Wemby is rare because his impact isn't just all the way on offense. You feel what I'm saying? Like he's like a throwback player into that, and that it kind of reminds me of when the irony in this when Tim Duncan won. But I think that like Joker, and like Luka, and all them. I think those guys and Cade Cunningham, I got those guys above him. I'm not mad at Wemby being right there though. Don't get me wrong, but it's like I feel as if this. He was like
shit.
third. He was like third. He was like either second or third, like last week, right? Or like 2 weeks ago, some shit like that.
Right.
And he made a comment about the MVP award, and his numbers didn't change at all. He didn't have no drastic, crazy game in between the stretch.
Mm-hmm.
But after he made that comment, all of a sudden his percentage like jumped very high. You feel what I'm saying? Like I feel like there's some other shit going. I think his MVP, in my opinion, will be forced because they want this guy to hurry and be the face of the league or whatever. I think there's other guys that's more deserving than him of winning MVP. But I'm not mad at him winning MVP either. Like if he wins, I understand. I just feel like this is like every year. I always feel like there's certain guys that they won, that's cool. But I feel like this guy should have won. Everybody has their, But I think especially the way Luka's been playing lately, I think his odds should be higher than Wemby's, even though the team has a better record. But I think the thing that hurts him is the fact that it's the same thing I said that should have hurt OKC when what's his name got hurt, when SGA got hurt. The team was still able to win. Mm-hmm. Sometimes that hurts you, and when people start breaking down stuff, and they'll be like, "Oh, well, how valuable is this guy?" The team was still able to win when he's not there. You know what I'm saying? So, there's some shit going on. Sorry, give me 1 second.
All right, let's get to a couple of NFL topics before we head out. Before we had to call out names, which is going to be very funny. I just want to go to one, and that's really mainly Matt Miller has his new mock draft out. NFL meetings were going, owners meetings were going on this weekend in Arizona, and obviously one of the big discussion points has been obviously with officiating. The officials could be going on strike. We saw this happen. We saw when this happened back with the failed Mary in Seattle. Cody, can the NFL afford to have an officials lockout?
They're gonna have replacement refs, man. That's what's gonna happen. We're gonna have dudes that are from D3 football, college football, or some shit like that out there, which to me kind of sucks really bad because we've seen that bullshit happen before, and I don't want that. And the thing is, to me, which personally, I think NFL refs, that should be your full-time job. You should be an NFL ref. That's all you should do. Because my guy, Cleet Blakeman, I don't know if anybody knows this, but Cleet Blakeman is an attorney on his other days of the week.
Right.
And so they got other things to worry about. And they're part of a union, just like the players' union is part of a union. So they got to do what they got to do what's best for them. But that's going to suck. That makes the product suck. We're going to have a bunch of shit asses out here calling really bad calls. And then, of course, we're going to get the same type fucking whining and crying and bitching and moaning and all this kind of stuff. And it makes the product suck. So, no. And your answer to your question is we cannot afford that shit. But I think it's going to happen anyway right now.
What you think, Mark?
I hope they don't. I agree with everything Cody just said. We've been through this. We've seen this before. I hope we don't have to go through that again. That was some terrible times. The failed Mary was crazy. Yeah, no, I hope we don't have to go through that again.
I hope not either. This is just ridiculous. I mean, get a deal done. Stop being cheap. Pay these refs. Let's not go through this. That failed Mary stuff was awful. We already don't know what
getting paid. They're getting so much money, and like now with this shit about like the rule that they changed today with the short weeks, like Friday games are not short week games anymore.
Yeah, I don't understand that. But
tons of money out there.
Speaking of that, what did y'all make of what Kyle Shanahan said today? So Kyle Shanahan believes that the Rams lobbied get the Niners to play them in Australia, and he believes because of that he thinks the Rams should play them in Mexico.
So nobody have a home game?
basically. Because he believes the Rams did that on purpose to keep Niner fans from coming to SoFi.
I don't know what happened.
So Kyle Shanahan believes that the Rams lobbied to get the 49ers to be their opponent when they play in Australia week 1 because of the home field advantage the Niners have when they come to SoFi. And he thinks it's only fair that the Rams play them when they have their international game in Mexico later on during the season.
I feel like that's a dumbass moot point. I mean, I really do. Like, I feel like that's Kyle Shanahan just trying to say some shit. I mean, I don't know. I really think that's the NFL trying to put the two best teams in what they consider two of the best teams in the NFC head to head. Opening night in another country to get more eyes on the product from that country and not give them some shit ass fucking game like the Browns versus the goddamn Jaguars. Like nobody wants to see that in fucking Australia when you're trying to put the biggest sport in America on another continent. Nobody wants to see that horse shit. So put two of the marquee franchises with big dollars and big players and recognizable names on them, put them in the other country. Kyle Shanahan's just saying some shit, I think.
By the way,
I agree.
Because of that, the Seahawks are going to start the season on a Wednesday. They're usually the NFL kickoff game is usually that Thursday of week 1. That's going to be a Wednesday, and then the Rams-Niners game in Australia will be a Thursday night football game. Let's look at Matt Miller's latest mock draft. 7-round mock draft, by the way. But he has, obviously, Fernando Mendoza going 1 to the Raiders. Arvell Reese going 2 to the Jets. Francis Muigala going 3 to Arizona. Jeremiah Love going 4 to the Titans. Caleb Downs going 5 to the Giants. Carnell Tate going 6 to the Browns. Mansour Delaney going 7 to the Commanders. David Bailey going 8 to the Saints. Ruben Bain going 9 to the Chiefs, and Sonny Styles rounds out the top 10 going to Cincinnati. We got Mekhi Lemon right outside the top 10 at 11 going to the Dolphins, to Nessa's Dolphins. How about the Rams with their pick of Spencer Fano at 13 with the Falcons pick? By the way, Sean McVay did confirm today at owners meeting at the league meetings. There were trade talks in regards to Devontae Adams. But and they kept him in the loop, knowing the possibility that he could get traded. But obviously, they chose to stick with him, and obviously, this is probably centered around possibly trading AJ Brown, which those talks are still lingering because you're hearing the Patriots could be getting involved. People need to look out for June 1st or June 2nd, because that cap hit goes from 40 to 20 in dead money. If the Eagles are going to trade AJ Brown, it will not be at the draft. So keep an eye on that. Looking at the rest of the first round, of course, my Broncos not the first round pick because of the Jalen Waddle trade.
Who we getting?
Y'all getting
Nick.
Y'all getting Colin Delaney.
I got thoughts. I got thought about something for Nick actually.
We getting?
They have Marks Bills at 26, taking Omar Cooper Jr. from Indiana. That was Fernando Mendoza's top.
He's 29.
No,
you all right?
He's talking about DJ Moore, dude. Dog, the heck? I know Indiana's not the most attractive school and all, but they don't got dudes on that's off their mama's insurance. Come on, Mark.
You sure?
They might SEC.
They may not go to SEC. They don't want them problems.
The average age was 25 last year, right?
By the way, Ty Simpson going to the Jets at the start of round 2. Nick, he has y'all taking Denzel Boston in the second round out of Washington. Cody, y'all taking Caden McDonald from Ohio State.
I need that nose guard from Florida.
And
if he's available with that pick, snatch him.
How about the Steelers taking Garrett Lesmeyer at 53? Good God Almighty.
Fuck that. Who's getting Jacoby Lane?
Let me see. He got us taking Josiah Trotter out of Missouri.
Carson Beck to the Cardinals?
In the third round, Carson Beck to the Cardinals. He has y'all taking Cage Casey from Boise State in the third round, Nick. Cody has y'all taking
Drew
Jake
Aller,
Logie.
the fucking 61. The Rams taking Drew Aller is what's wild. That's wild.
Oh, look, that's not a bad pick for them.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's wild because he's got some wheels and
Yeah, so Drew Aller, another quarterback going to the Rams in the bottom of the second round.
From the bottoms?
Hey, chill out, bro.
Mark, have y'all taking Derek Moore? edge
No,
rusher from Michigan?
that pick should be Jacoby Lane.
Yes, it should be.
I don't even know where Jacoby. Well, currently they don't have Jacoby Lane unless I overlooked him. I did not see him in the first three
There's
rounds.
no way Jacoby Lane better be available in the third round.
No, we are not drafting another cornerback from Florida. Don't do that shit again, Brandon Bean.
No, that's our boys.
But yeah, but look, we're 3 weeks from Thursday. The Sports for You NFL Draft Watch Party will be going on from live for round 1, and we'll
131. He has him at Jacoby Lane going at pick 131 to the Patriots.
Nick,
Damn. Jacoby Lane at 131 is a steal.
There it is, right there. Cody said it.
I'm sorry. Mark knows. Dog, he was so nice even last year when he was like wide receiver like 3.
Mark, they got Oscar Delp going to the Chiefs. Holy shit.
oh shit.
Oh, great.
Holy shit.
Give Travis Kelce his heir apparent.
Holy shit.
Oh no. Let's not do that.
Another white tight end.
Another tight end from Mahomes. Yeah, just put him with Travis Kelce for a year and let's see how he develops. Yeah,
That whole statement sounded preposterous.
No. What was preposterous was what y'all put in the group chat earlier
What?
What was that?
about the Orlando Magic coach.
I didn't put that. And
I didn't put that.
Y'all
Was that you?
no.
No, it wasn't me.
Nah. Hell,
I
I
know-
didn't even see that. Wait a
I
second.
know who it was.
I see.
That shit was out of pocket. All right, John, go ahead.
All right, let's get to the final segment of the show. Often imitated, never duplicated.
Hey, when that Michael Jackson movie come out?
Hang on
April
one second.
21st.
I want to ask Nick something really quick because he's a Raiders fan, and I saw this whole succession plan for Mark Davis today. Like,
Yes.
so how do you feel about Mark Davis giving up a lot of the ownership of the Raiders, like it not being a fully Davis run business going forward?
Look, this is the way it is. Usually when these type of companies, like in general, when these type of situations happen, when the main owner dies and the kids inherit it, eventually the kids sell it. Because the kids don't have the same passion, the same anything that the heir apparent has 9 times out of 10.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
this
no.
didn't happen with the Lakers. Look at the Lakers. I mean, they did so much for so long, but it's like, shit. They don't have the same passion for it the way that the dad did. And there's nothing wrong with that. And the thing is it's gonna be weird that eventually it was gonna happen where Davis wasn't gonna be in charge of the Raiders.
Yeah.
It will happen eventually. For the Raiders have an existence, there's always been a Davis in charge. Al Davis' picture is going to forever be right there in no matter if the Raiders are in Oakland, LA, Vegas, San Antonio. They could be in Pluto. A picture of Al Davis will be right there.
Yeah.
Al Davis is the Raiders. So, my thing is this: as long as it's for the betterment of the team, I'm always for progress. Especially when there's money involved.
And Silver Lake, I have thoughts about Silver Lake. So like they got deep pockets.
Yes, they do. Which means they're not going to be afraid to spend money, unlike how Mark Davis is.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of these, and I heard this today. Look, the question is this been a bad thing? Cody, you can talk about this on the business side because you deal with a lot of businesses with attorneys and stuff.
I deal with Silver Lake. Yeah, so I know.
Is this whole all these teams being bought by these hedge funds? Is it good for business?
It's money, man. It's what they're doing. That's what they like to do. I mean, you have everybody out there. It's free market. It's good. So what they're doing is they turn around, kind of like what they'll buy their interests up, and then if they can make money off of that, they'll turn around and hold on to it for 2 or 3 years, and then they're, I mean, Lakers $10 billion, right? $10 billion, what it was,
yes.
or 14? Was it 14 or 10?
10 billion to Mark Walton.
10 billion. Okay, so $10 billion, right? And then the Dolphins were valued at what, like 13 billion or something like that recently, I think, is what the thing was. Just imagine the team going now. If the Lakers, no offense to the Lakers are premier basketball, are the tops. You're like the top, right? They should be the top.
They're premier sports.
I know, but what I'm saying is they should be the top in NBA. But I feel like the NFL teams are worth more because you kind of get more. There's more that comes along with the NFL team as opposed to what comes along with the NBA team now. So I think the value automatically is there. So I think like a bottom tier NFL team is somewhere in the neighborhood of 5-6 billion. Then you got mid tiers are in that 10 to 12 range. This fucking Seattle Seahawks shit's about to blow up. This fucking team's going to go 13, 14, 15 billion dollars. And if a team that's got a lot of money, if the Dolphins are valued at 13, you don't think the Seattle Seahawks are going to get more than that? That's insane. And so it's crazy that these teams are going to get that. So yeah, it's all about how much money you can bring into the market, and obviously with inflation and shit like that too. But it makes a lot of sense. Like it really makes a lot of sense. And then, like I said, Silver Lake is their pockets are. It's like a black hole. Literally, it fits very well with the Raiders because they have a black hole for pockets.
And then, look, Cody, you combine those deep pockets with the already iconic franchise and everything already. It just makes everything easier for you.
I hope that they spend money for a team that, like, I mean, that's got such a history like you guys have. So,
yeah, for sure.
All right, gentlemen, let's get to the final segment of the show. It's all the imitated, is never duplicated. Some people say stuff in the sports world, they got to get called off for it. This is where we do it. It's time for calling out names. I'm going to let Cody lead off because when I saw it, I heard this literally in real time on the radio. So I'm going to let Cody lead off because I got a few people calling out names who I'm going to get to, but I want to let you guys go first. I know who Cody asked for calling out names, and I'm going to just say, man, it's this has to be one of the most craziest quotes I heard today. Let's go ahead and get to it. It's Aaron Glenn. It's Aaron Glenn talking about quarterback Geno Smith.
Something about quarterback, and I'm gonna say a quarterback with a chip on his shoulder. And listen, he's proven a lot in this league of what he's done. Especially when you take the time when he was in Seattle. Listen, he fits exactly what we're trying to do. So obviously we've created an identity. The foundation of our offense is pretty good now. Like I just feel like he's the guy that's going to lead. He's the guy that's going to take the ball more than anybody else. One day had struggles, and I think a lot of quarterbacks, they have these struggles. If you look at over the last 5 years, the guy that's thrown the most interception. I mean, the top guys are up there. Something about.
Go ahead, Cody.
Pick me.
The fucking promised land?
I'm like Cody go first.
The promised land.
He's the
Aaron
guy.
Glenn. Shout out to Aaron Glenn and that Paisley shirt. That's a Cowboy shirt. I have a couple looks just like it in the closet. Shout out to him and that. And he's an ex-Houston, Texas, so I got to give him some slack. But this is the dumbest shit I ever heard anybody say. Geno Smith, promised land? That's like asking. That's like having Abel or Cain from Cain and Abel take you to the fucking promised land and not have Moses.
The rappers. Oh.
That's this kind of shit. Like the dumbest shit. Why? He ain't taking you nowhere but to a 30 interception season.
Nick?
The guy below me, he's lived that life. The Jets fans have lived that life once already.
Everybody chill out. All right, so look, here's the thing. I've seen this narrative online being painted that Geno Smith is still good. It was just the Raiders was bad and made him look bad in the situation at hand. Here's my thing about all that. When you're in a situation where all of your flaws can be like covered up, you kind of look good when you're on the field. But when you go into a situation where your flaws can't be covered up and whatever you're not good at is exposed, because no matter how bad the Raiders were, the Raiders did force you to throw the most blatant interceptions that we've seen in the past 15 years.
4 in a game?
We've seen so many. He had so many interceptions that were just stupid, just plain dumb. Every week, Mark would send a message saying, "What the fuck is Geno Smith doing?"
I mean, that Chargers game. That Chargers game alone was enough for me to want to just, if I was a Raiders fan, just.
Dog, it's just the interceptions that you throw are just so dumb. And it's just like, and it's one of those things where it's like simple quarterback mechanics. Like, bro, like they try to blame the offensive line was bad. Yes, we know that. But dog, there's no way in the world that the pressure should have you that rattled to the point that all of your fundamentals that you learned from Pee Wee football are completely eliminated.
He's seen ghosts.
This is crazy. The Promised Land with Geno Smith, there's no way. Promised Land must be the name of some club around the corner.
The Promised Land is to the first overall draft pick next season in 2027.
That's a club that Eddie George is in.
No, you good? All right, Nick, you got my calling out names?
He was the same club AC Green go to. What'd you say?
You got anybody for calling out names? Yeah, y'all good?
Fam, that's crazy. Do I have anybody for calling out names?
And Batman.
Chill.
Hold on. Hey, chill out. All right, look. This is a trend that I'm seeing going on right now. I'm calling out this trend. It's not particularly like somebody in particular, but there's this trend that I'm starting to see a lot more of.
Oh my God, I think I know what you're talking about.
I need for everybody to chill out on the Tim Duncan slander.
Yep.
Oh God,
yep.
yes, please.
So, I'm sorry. The Tim Duncan slander that I am seeing online is absolutely the crazy, and it's like the way they try to describe like why he wouldn't be so good makes absolutely no sense. I saw online that somebody said that he would not be able to play in today's game. I said, how in the hell is the guy who has the most first team all defenses of all time and most all defensive selections of all time? The motherfucker played 20 years and got 15 of them. How is that person who also won MVP, who won 6 championships, well, 5 championships, how in the hell would he not be able to play in today's era when he played against way better perimeter players and paint players when he played than they is today? They said he wouldn't be able to switch. Are you serious? They said he would be able to shoot. Did y'all not see him make that bank shot like 95% of the time he shot it? People are saying the most dog. It's so crazy. And I'm like, obviously, these people did not watch Tim Duncan play. I'm getting to that point.
Prime Timmy D, I hated him. He was so fucking good.
Yes, that's the reason why you hate him. It's like, goddamn, we can't stop this motherfucker. He doesn't talk. Yes. He doesn't brag. His game is so boring to watch, but it's so fundamentally great.
That's why he's called the big fundamental. That's literally
every time you saw him shoot that fucking bench shot, you're like, this motherfucker's gonna make it.
That's what she
I remember it was one year they were playing against Phoenix. think it was a playoff game. He hadn't made a 3-pointer all year. This motherfucker made the 3-pointer to win the game. This dude played. Mark, what do we always say about Shaq? Shaq don't give no props to no big men. The only person he gives props to is Tim Duncan.
Yep.
The only person you see Shaq give his props to is Tim Duncan. He does not allow. Anytime they talk about Tim Duncan, he's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Nah, Tim Duncan is different.
Yeah.
Anybody that played with him or after him, he don't give.
We living in some crazy times.
Go ahead, Bart.
But he gives credit to Tim Duncan every time.
Yeah, I never even see him talk about Dream like he does Tim Duncan.
I have somebody call the names, but I got to do more research. So it might be there Friday. It's about that Cam Newton and Jason Whitlock and Ryan Clark thing.
All right.
Yeah.
I got a few calling out names. And crazy, they're all Luka related.
You said hookah related?
They're all Luka related.
Oh.
Let me start off first with John Ireland, the voice of the Lakers.
Shout out to the midget.
Shout out to Basin Ireland. I love the show. John Ireland said the most blasphemous comment I thought you could say. And this is why I hate analytics. He said that if you look at the analytics, Luka's defense is on par with Amin Thompson and Jaden McDaniels.
No. Next.
What are you looking at?
Exact reason.
My eyeballs tells me that you're talking about two dudes who are probably going to be all NBA defensive first and second team. Luka's not that. And if you want to go analytics, when he's getting picked up, his offender scoring on him
49% of the time.
Yeah, that's ranked 113th out of a possible 157. That's not nothing to
When's the
brag
last
about.
time you seen Luka guard the best player on the other team?
Never. I'll tell you, never.
I played 2K one day and I tried to put him on there. He switched on his own.
That's funny. Mark Cuban. So Mark Cuban came out and said, I'm not upset. I'm not upset that I sold the Mavericks. I'm upset who I sold them to. No, you're not. You know who you were selling them to. You knew that my family are trying to get a casino in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm telling you shouldn't be shocked that they went ahead and traded Luka because they didn't want to pay him. So don't give me this crap. Oh, I don't like who I sold the team to. Stop it.
You know what I think? He said that, but you don't think he really wanted to say that he couldn't. I think he wanted to say, I hate the fact that I had to sell the team under the conditions that I had to sell them, and these motherfuckers on there got it. I think he was forced to sell the team because of all that shit that was going on over there within the organization.
He got called cocaine?
No, it was some other shit going on. Way worse than that.
The workplace culture, sexual harassment.
Sexual harassment, all type of shit. It was like,
wait, is that the organization that somebody put their pants down in the oh no, that was Phoenix. That was Phoenix owner, huh?
Yeah, that was wild.
Well,
he was playing that's why that gorilla rate.
What's wrong with you?
Why is this gorilla?
No, we're not doing that.
What, the gorilla was part of it?
Yeah. Take out the never mind. Cody. Why is the Suns mascot a gorilla?
Maybe they want to join the lynch mob.
Oh no! I can't. That's entrapment. That's entrapment, Mark.
That's entrapment.
He's gonna say entrapment.
Hey Cody, I'm asking you because I asked everybody else on the show and nobody gave me an answer yet. I thought somebody I have a reason why.
I don't know. I guess because white men can't jump. I don't know. Shit.
All right, John, my bad, man. Go ahead.
All right, and my last calling out names is Rachel Nichols.
Rachel's nipples? Oh, they not. They pink. They pink.
I don't know. Let me shut up.
That's what Jimmy Butler was into.
Yeah. So Rachel Nichols, I want to play a couple of clips from Rachel Nichols.
She was hitting him.
No, it's not that.
She's
not
the one that
clips.
got kicked off of ESPN, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is her.
Hey Nick, I just read what you wrote, dog. You good?
Well, what you mean?
About Brittany? No. All right, man.
Yo, something wrong with y'all. All right. So this is what Rachel Nichols said about 4 months ago about Luka Doncic and the MVP. Oh, no, not that one. Not that one. Shout out to Golden Knight.
What is that? What is
John, what is that?
No, John.
I don't know. What that
John,
is.
what's on your Twitter, dog?
That ain't my
That
Twitter.
is crazy.
That ain't
What
my
was
Twitter.
that?
I don't know. That doesn't like
Wait,
James Harden on
wait,
top
what's
of a
the
dog.
time?
That's what it looked like.
Yo, is that? And where's dog? Where's Peter at?
I
Dog?
got the time, so we good.
It better
I
be
got the
at James
time, so
Harden house.
it's crazy.
It better be at James Harden house if that was who I thought it was. But this is what she said 4 months ago about Luka in the whole MVP conversation. Well, I keep getting this one, but this okay. F it. This is what she said about Luka.
What do you say, Rachel? Do you agree with Austin Reeves that we, the voters, are overlooking Luka Doncic?
Is he the top contender for MVP right now? No, he is not. Is the reason because you do have to play both sides of the ball for all 8 months of the season? Yes, it is. I mean, he has definitely been improving. I am the loudest voice that Luka is not the defensive liability that people thinks he is once he gets to the playoffs. He cares differently. He plays differently. And it is a, full season award. And it is for both sides of the ball. So am I going to vote him my number one for MVP? No. Is he going to be on my ballot? Absolutely.
He's having a year that in a different year, he would easily be the front runner for MVP.
Dude, but don't we say that? I feel like we've said last year if this was a different year, Giannis would have won MVP and he wasn't even near the top of anything last year, but his numbers were better than in his MVP season, and he's
Same
a
thing with
2A
Jokic.
player.
Yeah, it's tough for someone like Luka, who is, I agree with you, singularly the best scorer in the NBA. It's tough for him to climb over these guys on my ballot.
I'm not done. I am not done. Can I play?
Jimmy Butler said.
Let me play you what Rachel Nichols said about Luka. Yeah, that was wild. What Rachel Nichols said about Luka 4 months ago.
And I think Luka is, quote, in the conversation, like we like to say, in that top three. He's leading the league in scoring. He's averaging nearly a triple-double. Defense has actually been solid. He's had
Steals are good.
He's had a 5-steal game and a pair of 4-steal games in a season that's still relatively young, right? That's 3 games out of the only 20 that we're talking about that he's had 4 or 5 steal performances. That's not nothing. I'm not putting him as number one. I'm just saying that this is a 3-way conversation in my mind. And then my consolation is like, man, Giannis. And
So she says that. Let me take you back to 2018 when she was the host of The Jump.
I hate steals.
And this is what she said about James Harden.
I remember this shit.
Is that when he was humping that dog?
I'm sorry.
That's a cat.
That's the
What
only
is
way.
that?
There's really nothing
Dog, that's
any of these
destructive.
other guys can do to steal it away
Standing
from
behind a
him.
pussy.
And frankly, it's been the case for a couple months now. There's all the basic numbers we always lean on, right? Harden leads scoring. He's top 3 in assists. He's got more 3-pointers than anyone. He's still okay, never going to win Defensive Player of the Year, but he's at least active enough now on that side of the ball. It's not going to derail him. And then, of course, he's good. I'm sorry. I do think that's the only way. There's really nothing any of these other guys can do to steal it away from him. And frankly, it's
Why is that picture there?
Let me get this straight.
Was he playing the cat?
I don't know what he was doing, but he should have been behind that cat. But then, but what are we talking
She
about?
have been behind the dog? I mean, what?
First of all, why is an animal there in the first place? Why is he diving behind an animal in the first place?
That's gay, though.
Stop it, Nick.
We see that.
No. Something wrong with y'all. Let me get this straight. So you say Jokic and James Harden, and let me be clear. I don't have Luka as my MVP. I had SGA. But let's not say that SGA he's not all world. He's an okay defender. But saying that Luka, you're not voting because of 8 months, because he ain't been a defensive player, he ain't been defense all 8 months. I'm sorry, where the heck have y'all been the last 7 years?
How many MVPs Jokic got?
3.
He don't play no defense.
What are we talking about? How many MVPs Steph got?
Oh yeah.
James Harden.
1. Should have had like 3, but he got 1.
Steve Nash.
2.
Where's his defense?
Oh, I'm glad you said defense.
And Rachel Nichols.
But let me be clear.
No.
I have SGA as MVP. But let's not use the defense as a reason why Luka shouldn't be in the conversation. If you're not voting for him, you're not voting for him. And you just basically said in 2018, James Harden won it because all his offensive metrics were better. Well, what the heck do you think Luka's doing? He's leading the league in scoring.
Hey, John, 2018 was a long time ago, John. People change.
What has changed about James Harden since 2018?
He plays more defense.
Exactly.
She worked for ESPN and now she works for Sports Illustrated. That's what's changed.
Basically. And that's my calling out names. All right, we're going to get up out of here.
It's changed.
And by the way, tomorrow, I want to wish luck to all those at NFL Network. Tomorrow is the first day that they're officially now under the Disney umbrella. So best of luck to everybody there. They're saying they're not changing things, but we all know how that can go. But
everything changed.
So best of luck to all those in NFL Network who's making the
Portland whooping the Clippers ass.
Who's making the move over to ESPN. So best of luck to that. All of them tomorrow. But we're gonna get up out of here. And we'll be back Friday. Me and Mark will be here Friday because we'll be live. Actually, when we're on the show, UCLA and Texas will be in progress in the Women's Final Four. When we get back here Tuesday, where all 4 of us will be recapping both the men's and women's Final Four, the complete class of the Basketball Hall of Fame, and start looking ahead. The NBA playoffs would be a week away. So make sure you hit that subscribe button for Sports for You on YouTube. Ballers and Briefs on YouTube, Culture Clash, Townhouse Media on YouTube, and follow us on our various social medias: Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, at Sports View Podcast, at Ballers and Briefs. Again, mark your calendars. April 23rd, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, 5 Pacific, live at 5 p.m. The Sports View NFL Draft Watch Party for round 1 of the draft, as Knicks Raiders will take Fernando Mendoza with the number 1 pick. By the way, his pro day is tomorrow. Path of the draft, pro day tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific on NFL Network. If you want to get a look at what Fernando Mendoza one last time before he puts on a Raiders jersey this coming fall. But thank you.
The NFL goes to 18 games.
Exactly. That too. So we'll be back for who the heck put the barcode? Oh, wait a minute. Let me get the Sports View barcode.
That's not Sports View barcode.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. I know where this is going. I've been doing this show. Nope.
89% off today only.
Hey, chill out, bro.
Code going up right now.
89%.
April Fools. First of the month.
89%.
In a couple of weeks, it's gonna be 69%.
Yo, you good?
Me?
You good?
I'm all right, man. I appreciate you asking me.
All right. We'll be out of here. Look, check me tomorrow on Sports for You Wrestling at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific.
Titty Wednesday.
Oh, that was Tuesday.
Titties every
day.
day.
Taco Tuesday. I thought it was Taco Tuesday.
Tacos in it on Tuesday. But yeah, check me out tomorrow on Sports for You Wrestling tomorrow, and check me and Mark back here Friday for Sports for You. And the Lakers are now up 22 on the Cavs, and check us for next Tuesday to recap all the Final Four action.
And Cody, we have to figure out the schedule.
Yes,
and I can say this now. No rules back next Thursday. So
a week from Thursday, April 9th. No rules back on IG Live with Mark and Ill Will. So you make sure y'all tap into that. Yeah, been a long time, but they'll be back. But we'll see y'all next week. We'll see y'all Friday night. We'll see y'all next Tuesday. Cody, love you, brother. Nick, tell everybody in the family get well soon. And we will see y'all on Friday. Enjoy the women's Final Four and get ready for the men's Final Four. This has been Sports for You. I'm John. That's Mark. That's Nick. That's Cody. What, dude?
Make sure you did it right this time. Tuesday, you was tripping.
Yeah.
That was a Vegas hangover.
Vegas hangover.
Yeah, Vegas hangover's gone now until after April. See y'all next week.
For you, from the coast to you, 3 LA minds talking what we do, from the streets to the stats, from the bar to the chat. Sports for you. Yeah, we run it like that. Hit that link, lock that feed, John. Nick, all that you need. Sports for you. Every day, new seed from LA roots to the whole world's league.